You are all Hampton. Yep, that's what I wrote in the description. Good start. You're all in Southampton. You're all there for various reasons. Some of you are traveling. Some of you probably live there. And you have met through various sort of semi-random circumstances. It's evening. It's sort of it's kind of autumn, so it's like it's not getting dark at like 4 PM, but it's like it's not really long days anymore. And some rumors and issues and stuff about the boats coming in on the river. Southampton, there is one side of Southampton, then there's a river, and then there's the other side of Southampton. And you have boats and like party boats and all sorts of things coming through the river. It's a port town, and there's sort of rumors of strange occurrences happening there. What are you guys up to?
Well, I would be looking into the strange occurrences, trying to get information about them. I want to go wherever I've heard something happen to look around first.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say Frank, he lives in the United States, and this is why he traveled to Southampton. He heard rumors of the strange happenings.
Okay. So, sorry, I'm just looking at people's character sheets quickly. So you have made your way to the docks then. People who are going, people who aren't going, we'll deal with you in a minute. A party boat come in with all its flashing lights and suddenly you see a large splash in the water, as if someone, not from the party boat, as if someone had dropped something into the water, or maybe like thrown something, like a huge splash.
Or someone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are we on a boat or are we on the shore?
You're on the shore.
The shore, okay.
All right. How far away is the splash?
Probably like 10 feet.
If I think it might be a person, so I'm going to go in after it. I'm going to jump in the water and swim towards it.
Fully clothed?
Yeah. I guess I'll have to hand off my sword because I can't carry that in water.
Have you got your sword with you?
Can I carry it in a harness down my back? Down my, like under my shirt? A short sword?
Do you have like an excuse for why you're carrying around a sword, or do you...
I'm trying to carry it concealed.
Yeah, I mean, a short sword is still long enough to like stick out from under your
All right. I suppose I don't have it at the moment then.
Well, you can have it, you just need to tell me like how you're concealing it.
Looking like a cosplayer.
Okay. I mean, like, yeah, like guitar cases, golf caddies, all sorts of things work. So
Okay.
So you jump into the water. It's fucking freezing because it's England and it's autumn and it's, you know, it's cold.
Okay.
roll cool for me to act under pressure.
Okay. Looking for my cool. Okay.
Don't lose you cool.
Let's hope it's the first failure of the session. Start it off with a bang.
Yeah, when you
Nice.
so there's a button that's beside each of the stats that you can just click and it'll roll it automatically for you.
Okay.
It'll come up saying plus or minus, and you just put 0 if you don't have a +1 forward, and just hit enter.
Oh, okay. I rolled.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just telling people that there are buttons.
Thank you.
12. Okay, so the cold water hits you, and you instantly kind of freeze up, and you just relax, and you just lie back a little bit until the cold passes, and you're able to then proceed through the water without kind of going under or breathing erratically.
Okay.
And you proceed to swim. And you also, your clothes are very heavy and they're pulling down on you, but you have the ability to kind of press on. See where the splash was.
Okay. What do I? Is whatever was splashed in floating, or am I going to have to dive for it?
You don't see anything on the surface.
Okay. And it's dark. Okay.
Isn't it early afternoons? I mean, it's not dark yet.
It's like early evening, so it's not completely dark. It's not like nighttime dark, but it's like underwater. You're not going to be able to see a lot.
Okay.
True.
I'm going to make a small dive, like just trying to reach down a little bit, trying to see if I can find someone or something.
Okay.
Try.
You tuck yourself under and you push yourself down onto the water. You have no weird, do you? One weird.
One weird.
You kind of have your hands outstretched to cut through the water and also to feel for anything.
Mm-hmm. I'm sort of feeling around.
Yeah. You let's have a weird roll. Oh, you're rolling good.
What is with these rolls?
Where'd you get the other +1 from?
I thought that was one I picked the top line. Charm 2. Cool.
Yeah, no, you've got one weird that's already factored in, and then you put in +1 for like a bonus.
A minus
so
1.
It's 11.
Okay, that's a minus, not a plus. So it's 11.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you feel around. You don't feel anything.
Mm-hmm.
And as you surface, you have to surface. So you come back up, and as you do, there is a second splash, only about a foot away from you. That sort of soaks you. Splashes right over you. But you do notice that as it hits the water, it's almost like it was around. There's nothing there. You don't see anything hit the water. You just see the splash of the impact. But it looks like it was perhaps around because it hits the water and there's like a perfectly symmetrical splash. But you don't see any object.
Okay, so there's nothing I can grab.
No.
Okay. Strange. Okay. If there's no way for me to get anything, I'm going to go back to the shore, I think.
Okay. And as you swim back, there is another splash that misses you but again is sort of uncomfortably close as you haul yourself out of the water.
As she gets out of the water, I'm still watching from the shore, and I have my travel bag, and I pull out a t-shirt to offer her because she's soaking wet.
Thank you. I'll accept it and change shirts or look for a place I can change a shirt. Is there somewhere I can step behind or something?
Yeah, it's like I say, it's evening on the docks. There's not a lot of people around. You can duck behind a building and...
Okay. I'll explain what I've seen. It's like it's something round, but there's nothing there.
That's strange.
Very. I don't know what's causing it. I guess we're going to have to go on the ship to see.
Well, should we wait to see where it docks, or do you think it's urgent? Do we need to swim out to the boat?
I thought the boat had come into dock.
No, the party boat's on the water. It's like it kind of goes along a route. You pay to get on it, and it goes around a route that you can drink anyway. You're not sure that they come from that boat. Like, they seem to come from like the wrong direction, or like the origins sort of in the wrong place. But that is the only boat that you can see on the water. So.
Okay. It might not come from that boat. They were all near it, but they didn't come from that direction. Is there anything, I don't know, do you sense anything else out there?
No, I don't see anything. I just seen the splashes.
Okay. All right, I suppose the boat is a place to start at least.
Yeah, I'll say we just boat and see if it docks anytime soon.
Okay, so you're going to wait for the party boat to finish its route and then have a look at it from there?
Yes.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Having
Probably.
a party on the boat?
What was that? Fawn, I assume you're with Frank looking at the boat.
Yes, sorry, I was joking.
Okay, I couldn't hear you because it was two at once, so I couldn't hear what you said. Yeah, Killian.
Would it be possible that I would be on the party boat? And I was probably just, like, in the bathroom or something whenever that all happened. I don't know.
Is that something you do often?
Party boats, yeah. I mean, I have stylish classes. How can I not party all the time?
Yeah, you can be on the party boat if you want to be.
Hopefully it's not eaten by some sort of sea monster.
Whoa. You okay?
Sorry, that was a cat.
That's alright. Or, yeah, you come out onto the kind of the dock of the boat. There's a lot of noise, you know. A lot going on. What is Killian's thing? What's he into?
Killian came here because he wanted to have a social life, but is probably going to end up in the corner somewhere. And that's really about it for him.
Yeah, what's he like? What's he into though? Like girls, guys?
Guys.
Okay.
Interesting.
Get lucky, or is he just here just to generally have fun?
You know what? Let's try to get lucky. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to a guy and be like, hey, come to Pony Boats often?
And
He visibly sweats.
Nice. And the guy sort of shrugs and says, "No, got dragged here with a couple of mates."
Ah. Okay, bye. He walks away as stiff as can be.
This guy just sort of frowns and then shrugs and turns back to his drink and carries on drinking.
I'm gonna go off towards the, whales and look out at the city.
And you're just looking out, and you're kind of looking out the opposite side to what Fawn and Frank are standing on. Because you obviously don't know they're there. Like,
Yeah.
you know. And a voice beside you just says, "Man, that was weak."
What? I turn around.
Woman or a girl, she's sort of young, attractive, standing with a drink of some sort in her hand, and she's leaning back against the rails, and she's like, seriously, like, you know, I've had some flops in my time, but that shit was embarrassing. And he's cute as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of just hang my head a little bit.
He totally would have given you his number, you know that, right?
I'm not great with people.
Obviously.
Anyways,
I like this.
I'm Killian. What brings you to a pony boat?
A Ruby. Just, you know, trying to do. Thought I'd give it a go in Southampton. Why not?
Uh-huh.
Not like there's anything else to do in this place.
Not really.
Not unless you want a tour of the waste disposal plant.
Oh. No, not really. That kind of sounds disgusting.
Yeah. So, party boat it was. And, up to, what are you planning on doing on the party boat? You have made a friend, sort of. You have embarrassed yourself completely in front of a really hot guy.
Sounds like a typical night. I really thought this was going to be fun, but it's not really my scene.
Yeah, that's the thing with boats, isn't it? Is you can't really ditch when they get a bit boring.
I mean, you always could, it's just a bit hoed.
After you. Takes a sip of her drink. Says, well, you know, get enough alcohol down you, I'm sure you'll get someone's number.
Maybe.
Or, and she climbs up on the rail and straight up just sits on the rail.
Probably shouldn't do that. I look down at how long of a way it is to the water.
Says, if, oh, sorry, I'm being funny. You can go away, you can wait. Says, well, if, drinking and, getting sexy isn't your thing, then what are you interested in?
I like books. Oh, do you read any sort of stuff from Neil Gaiman? He's really awesome.
What's that? What sort of stuff does he do?
A lot of fantasy stuff.
You're more into like intrigue and mystery.
Yeah, to be completely honest, I haven't had a social life since, like, high school, so this is all just...
You might not want to tell people that.
That's probably a good tip, yeah.
But hey, if you want some mystery, and she leans forward again, so if she was going to fall, she'd fall onto the boat. And she says, apparently, this place is haunted. And she gives like a huge grin, like she obviously doesn't believe it, but it's like hilarious.
Haunted.
Like some sort of like like mysteries and spooky activity, all the sort of shit that can be clearly explained, like crates moving by themselves just because some fucking deckhands like moved some shit and someone else didn't notice,
Yeah, but doesn't that kind of want to make you like check it out though? That would be.
I know, check it. Thing. It's all like really weak.
Yeah, that's totally weak, man. I shift my stylish glasses, trying to be cool.
I mean, like if, I don't know, mutant pirates came out of the water or something, then that would be a bit more interesting. But crates moving, strange winds, and like howling sounds, you have to do better than that.
Yeah, because all that stuff could be easily explained, right? Visibly sweating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she jumps down from the railing. She says, "Well, it was nice to meet you. Just because you're sad and pathetic doesn't mean I have to be, so I'm going to go score. See you later."
Have fun.
The guy that you were, like, spoke to, you can't even call it flirting, let's be honest, speaks to him, and within about 30 seconds, they have left the room together.
I want to go get a drink.
Get off of me.
Okay.
Sorry. Like, my cat just chose that moment to climb on me and dug his claws in.
That's okay. It's no problem. So Sebastian and Troy, what are you guys up to?
Yes, I am right now traveling through the city, looking. I want to stumble across something important, whatever that can be, using my move. Oops.
Sure.
Yeah, and yeah.
I'm just gonna say I'm probably in wolf form tailing him. Because I don't want him to get into trouble.
Yeah, that's probably...
Okay. So there's like a random, like, fucking untamed wolf wandering through a city. That's gonna go down well.
Can I say I'm wearing a collar just as a shitty disguise?
I'm pretty sure most people are like not stupid enough to know like that a wolf is not a wolf.
Hey, some might be.
Some definitely will be. But yeah, fine.
Probably
okay.
not get a leash.
So you're on wolf form. Yeah, I mean, if you were on a leash and it was like dark, then you might be able to get away with it. But generally speaking, in fact, actually, not on a leash, then you'll be taken away because you're in the middle of the city without a leash on. So, which is illegal. So.
So, I mean,
if you want to stumble across
if he's okay with me being with him on a leash, I will do it. I will fucking do it.
Okay, so that's the way it is then. Cool. Interesting. Who are you? Sebastian.
Yes.
You like you kind of are walking along with your pet wolf, apparently, and a breeze coming through the sea. And you will find something important and useful, not necessarily related to your immediate problems. You, someone's like left a bag of chips in the street and then hurled up next to them. Classy. And as you're kind of walking down the road, a flyer gets kind of blown down the street and sticks to your leg
Okay.
in the wind.
Yeah, I look at the flyer.
For a new club that's just opened recently called Rush.
Yes, I do believe in coincidences because that's how I've solved many of my cases before. So I should go there.
Okay, you're going to go there on your own?
Yeah, I kind of whispered to Troy, like, we're going to a club. I guess I'll tie you up outside or something.
I mean, you can just talk to him out loud. Like, people talk to their animals. That's not completely insane.
Yeah, but I don't want to seem like one of those people. That's why
Okay.
I whispered.
Fair enough. That's not a problem.
Yeah, so we walk there, or bike there.
Okay. Okay, so you take...
So,
And
hmm.
you go to the club. Are you literally going to tie him outside?
Yes,
How are you dressed?
I am dressed very casual with my fedora, holding it down against the wind.
Are you wearing trainers?
No, I'm actually like it's kind of a haphazard outfit. I'm wearing like leather shoes, but jeans and a really wrinkly shirt.
Okay. So you get to the entrance, and this rush that they've got, that the flyer gives you like a, half. So the guy
Maybe
kind of.
being in wolf form was a bad idea.
How did you not know that being in wolf form was a bad idea? How could you possibly not think it was a bad idea? So the bouncer looks you up and down and says, "5
Yeah, and I give him a $5.
Okay, and he waves you in. Strange look at Troy, but doesn't say anything. As long as he's tied up kind of far enough away, not right outside the door, then it's cool. And you are allowed in.
Yes. And I walk in.
It's a club. It's loud. This, there's like a lot of music going on. There's a lot of people inside, probably partly due to the half off. It's really wall to wall with people. You kind of wiggle your way through people. You're in. You are in Rush.
Yeah, I walk up to the bar,
How old were you? You were like 20s?
25, yeah. Well, 23 maybe, yeah. Yes, so,
Yeah,
but
you-
he looks kind of young though.
I was going to say, you're well above drinking age. It's not a problem.
Yeah, okay. So I go up to
But
the
to
bar.
be fair, like, drinking age in clubs, if you've got a good club, is like 14. So,
Oh, really?
What?
That's crazy.
If you look old enough and you have a bartender who doesn't give a fuck, then yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. So I kind of walk up there and kind of like try to, because I realize it's really loud and but Sebastian kind of wants to be cool and kind of whispers, but nobody will hear probably, and he's like, yeah, I want a whiskey, neat.
The guy looks at you, cocks his eyebrow, and sort of grabs a bottle, pours it out, puts it down, charges you more than your entry fee for it, and moves on to the next person. Most people are ordering either shots or cocktails.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Yeah.
So what did I get? Did I actually get whiskey? Or did you just pour me something?
No, you got whiskey. You got your. I mean, that's like kind of how a bar works. You ask for something, and then you get the thing you asked for.
Yeah. But maybe
He just thought it was really
whatever.
weird that you were. No, he just thought it was
Yeah,
weird
okay.
that you were asking for that. But no, he. I mean, it might not. It's probably not top quality shit, but it is whiskey.
Yeah. I mean, Sebastian wouldn't know either way. So I tried to kind of stand there.
It's probably Jack Daniels, so you can argue whether you think that's whiskey or not. With the fonts you are.
Yeah,
Yes,
either way, I just like stand there at the bar, kind of trying to look smooth, like looking over the dance floor, which is probably way too crowded for my taste. And I want something to happen. I can feel something in my gut that something is about to like pop out or happen or something.
What's your thing? What are you into?
In what way?
You're in a club. What's Sebastian into?
He doesn't like clubs in general. Like he would prefer to sit in some bar which is like quiet, maybe some jazz playing or something. But if you're talking about men or women, he prefers women, but he like has a kind of very conservative look on romance and stuff. So that's why he also doesn't like clubs. It's too much of a meat grinder.
Randy Fest.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Is
So
it weird that
you're-
I kind of knew you were going to say meat grinder before you said meat grinder?
Yeah, because we're related.
I just had that thought, meat grinder. And then you said it.
So you're there for a little while, watching, waiting for something to happen. You've got this feeling, and a girl, she's wearing sort of an above the knee skirt, a top that's like got a bit of cleavage showing, but it's not like it's a black top with kind of purple details on it. She's got dreadlocks wrapped up on the top of her head, secured with a band, and a lip piercing. And she comes over, waves to the bartender, shouts her order, and kind of glances to you from the side. You can kind of tell that she's like looking at you,
I kind of step a bit closer and say hello.
And she nods and hi. She sort of half shouts because of the noise.
Oh man, this is so not Sebastian's scene. So, like, do I get some sort of feeling from her? Like, anything? You can just tell me whatever. Be totally wrong, and I can insult her. That's totally fine.
A sharp roll for read a bad situation.
Okay, sure.
So you just have to hit the button and then enter 0 if you don't have a modifier. The actual sharp score is already put in.
Yeah.
Already in.
It was a
Perfect, the
6.
first fail.
Excellent. You get experience for that.
Mm.
Okay, so yeah, on a 6 or less, you get experience, and I get to throw shit at you. Yeah, nothing wrong here. She's hot. She's cool. She's like. So you've kind of said hi, and she says hey. She smiles and she says, "You're new around here."
Yes, I am.
And she kind of looks you up and down, looks at your clothes and the kind of look on your face and says, "You're not used to this."
I'm used to the cool, crisp night air against my face, not this sweaty place. Ugh.
And she points at the back of the room. There's a set of stairs. She says, "We can go upstairs if you want. There's tables. It's less crowded."
Yeah, lead the way.
So she grabs your hand and leads you through the crowd up to the up the stairs to the tables at the top. And she's right; it is much less crowded. There's a few tables of people. There's like a table with like a guy and just him. At one table, getting a bit flirty, and there's a table with perhaps like a load of people who are obviously on like a what's the word, hen do, because they've got like brides like veils and shit, and they're all dressed up and drunk as fuck, And she leads you over to one of the tables that's empty and sits down.
Okay. I ask her like, so you obviously have some sort of problem. What's up?
Problem?
Poor choice of words.
Yeah.
And she frowns a little and says, "Why did you say that? What's wrong
It's
with
just
me?"
this instinct I have. I can sort of feel things about people, and it seems that you have some sort of problem. Not like mentally in your head, but more like in your life.
What's name was? Because I have forgotten already, and that's not.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Ruby, that was it. Yeah, like you say, Jesus Christ. None of you could give the answer. Ruby was the girl who knows Killian. Sorry, I'm going to write down NPC names because I'll forget otherwise.
I don't think she gave this person a name, or she didn't introduce herself.
I didn't give her this girl a name. I was making sure I didn't give the same name for two different people.
Sorry, I was saying Jesus Christ, so how badly Sebastian's handling this.
Oh, okay. No, that's cool. Right, so after you massively insult this person that you've just met, she sort of frowns and says, "Can you?" She says, "Well, and she kind of picks her drink up, and as she picks her drink up, her finger kind of brushes your hand. She picks her drink up and takes a sip. She says, "Well, I wouldn't so much call it a problem." And it's not something I'd want to talk about in public like this. But if we, went somewhere,
Okay. So
maybe I could open up to you.
I'm like 100% certain that. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, sorry. I was going to say she doesn't sound quite like she does sound like she's being sexy, but that's just kind of the way she was being anyway. She doesn't sound like she's over sexualizing it. Like you do actually feel like call it a problem. Like there obviously is something that you've picked up on,
Yeah. Because Sebastian isn't really interested in having sex with this girl, but she seems like there is something up here
that you picked up on that she said, "Let's go somewhere private and I'll tell you and I'll talk to you."
Yeah.
There's like a curtain at the back,
I'll say, how about we go for a walk? I need to. My dog is outside. Well, my wolf.
Don't say wolf.
I'm not so keen on dogs.
He is quite friendly. Unless you're a vampire.
And she laughs and she says, "Yeah, I'm still. They're not my favorite. If that's okay."
All right, fine. Yeah, sure. But I obviously have a dog outside, so I can't be too long. He's gonna get all worried if I'm not back soon.
Of course. And she smiles and she says, I don't know many other people who pop into a club expecting to only be half an hour.
Yeah, I'm very unique in a lot of ways, I say, as I kind of tilt my fedora a bit back on my head.
And she kind of gestures for you to move your seat round closer to her so she can talk like more privately.
Yeah, sure, I do that.
Troy, you are outside.
Yes.
You see two. You are tied to the your leash, and you see two guys come out of the club together and go to that sort of alley next to the club. They start kissing, they start fondling each other, and then one of them lets out a cry. And you can't see everything because they're down this alley. You kind of can't get a good look at it, but you see the action. You see one of the bodies slump to the floor, and the other person returns to the edge of the alley as his vampiric fangs recede back into his face to look like normal human teeth. And he goes back into the club.
Right. Can I want to see if I can get loose from the leash. I'm imagining he didn't tie it too tightly.
Assuming he just like slipped the clip through the handle like most people do and clipped it back onto the collar. I mean, you could transform and then have your hands free to actually remove it. Like that wouldn't be a problem. It would look a bit strange to the bodyguard. But
are they looking at me right now?
Not right this second. There's some hot girls trying to get in, so.
What sort of club
maybe
is
I
it?
should
Is that
transform
confused?
and then
What was that? Because you were both talking at the same time.
maybe I want to check and see if that guy's still alive. He might need medical attention.
I mean, you could always pressure to do it. Then you'll be able to do it without being seen.
Sure, let's try and act under pressure then.
Okay, so just hit call.
Stealthily do that.
What kind of club it is? A guy in a collar tied up is too weird. Yeah, not that sort of club.
Well, someone's probably gonna see me. So, let me see. I can figure this out. Look at.
You can see this. You see the guy. You see him kind of gasping, and then you see him stop gasping. And as you look across, the bartender's sorry, not the bartender. The bouncer has got his back to you. One of the girls glances over. You can transform and get to the guy before he dies, or you can wait and not be caught.
Fuck it. I want to try and make sure he lives. So.
Okay, so you transform.
Yeah.
And clip your collar off, and this girl screams.
This is just. Oh god, this is gonna end badly.
Probably. Let's count on it.
But I guess I would have first aid training from my time in the military.
Okay, so you're going to run straight over to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so where are you? I've lost track. 1 second. Okay. Okay, so you run over to him. Do you first aid?
Yeah.
That's fine. You can first aid him. You put something on the bleeding to stop it. It's not free flowing, but it's more like he's lost a lot of blood, then more is going to come out. You kind of stop his body going into shock, providing you call an ambulance and they get here soon. He might live. He just needs a lot of blood.
This could. Well, how does lycanthropy work in this world? I can think of one thing I can try and do, but it might, he might not thank me for it.
Lycanthropy works however you say it works, because you are the werewolf.
I mean, I'm assuming...
I mean, that like, a normal ambulance will save him if you phone it now.
Like, I was just trying to figure out... So, I guess... The question is, do I have my phone with me and all that if I turned into a wolf and then turned back?
Well, do you keep your clothes when you turn back?
Let's say since I'm a born werewolf, I'm a little more magical than a regular, someone who's been made a werewolf.
Probably have your clothes in your phone then.
Yeah. So,
And you have other people who can call an ambulance as well.
Yeah, I'll call an ambulance then.
Okay, so you're dining for the ambulance, and this girl, you hear around the corner this girl saying, he's gone, and she's screaming, and this bouncer is like trying to calm her down, and sort of says, "Oh shit, right," and he says, "Go and find that guy. His dog has got loose." And the person leaves and goes back into the club.
I'm calling an ambulance now or whatever, on my phone.
Emergency?
Sorry, what was that?
999, what is your emergency?
There's a guy here, he's bleeding. He might have stopped breathing for a minute, or for a moment.
Okay, and
I'll give the address, I guess, or if I...
Yeah, I mean, you can give a good enough address, like they'll know the club that you're talking about and that sort of thing. So, I won't ask you to manipulate because it's the emergency services. They are obligated to turn up regardless of how charming you are. So, yes, that's fine. So they say, okay, we have an ambulance on the way. And they hang up.
Yeah, come around at all, or is he just unconscious?
No, he's going to die unless he gets like 6 pints of blood into him immediately. Like the ambulance is on its way with a blood pack and a bunch of paramedics. Like nothing else.
I almost want to see if
like he's not bleeding. He has already lost the blood. Like it's gone.
He
needs
gets
replaced
drained by a vampire. Lovely.
Exactly.
I might have to go have words with that vampire later.
You can probably recognize them if you need to. Yes. And you are in human form now, so you can kind of move around and do stuff.
While all this is happening, I'll text Sebastian and say something about like there's a vampire inside the club.
Okay. Okay.
And he drained the guy in the alleyway outside.
Okay. Killian, the boat you are on comes to a stop. Docks up and allows people to get off. Those that haven't already got off.
Oh. While I'm getting off, I kind of want to look around and see if I see the, woman and the attractive guy.
Yeah, you catch glimpses of them. They're on the boat. They are separate at the moment.
Okay. So I don't feel too bad about life at the moment. Alright, so, yeah, I'm just gonna get off.
So you get off the boat. Fawn and Frank, you probably are somewhere nearby as you were waiting for the boat to dock.
Yeah. I've taken off my jeans and like tried to wring them out and so on under cover of this t-shirt, but I'm still wearing rather wet clothes. So, go up to try to get on the boat and see what's there.
Okay, you're probably in danger of like hypothermia at this point. I'm just saying.
Oh dear.
You know, because you're standing around for hours on end in wet clothes, probably not ideal. Okay, so you try and get on the boat. It's quite hard because obviously they're unloading people, so you're going against the flow, and there's also a security guard who's making sure people don't go back onto the boat.
We asked to. Can we speak to the captain?
And what for?
Splashes by the boat. We just wanted to make sure no one fell overboard.
And he lifts his hand up, and he's got a clicker in his hand. Pretty sure not, but we'll find out. And he's clicking people off. He doesn't look like he has any intention of letting you on.
Okay, so
I'm going to try to like. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Yeah, you could try to manipulate someone because I have negative to my charm, so it might be better that, or I got a 0 to my charm.
Okay.
Do it.
The way it works is you say what you're doing, and then
Yeah, so what are you doing?
Okay. Are you sure we can't just go speak to the captain? I saw 3 splashes off the side of the boat.
And he shrugs and he says, "It's a boat. It happens."
Large splashes, like people-sized?
And he looks at you and he says, "Off the side of the boat. Pretty sure I would have seen it if it happened."
Come on, what can it hurt to let us go speak to the captain?
12. Awesome. No, it's not 12. It's 10. So you keep adding your score on again.
I just added the 2 when it came up.
It's already factored in.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
The extra button is for if you've got like a +1 forward.
Thank you. It's a 10 then.
But still perfectly successful. Yes, so he sort of sighs and he another guy comes over and he's still clicking people out of the boat. And he points and he says that this guy and this moist woman wish to speak to the captain.
she's still damp. Then that's
Standing in like the cold air in wet clothes for like 3 hours. You ain't getting dry from that shit.
I'm probably shivering, looking for
like jeans especially are going to take like a day to dry. Jeans are awful when you get them wet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he says he says, "I can't be bothered with this shit."
He says
And the
what?
other guy nods and he says, "I can't be bothered with this shit, just take them through." And so the other guy waves you onto the boat.
All right.
Can we please get my friend some dry clothes? She accidentally fell into the water.
Not from our boat, you didn't.
Well, I fear someone did because there were 3 large splashes off the side.
To where the captain is. and opens the door. And he says, 2 people to see you. I don't even know what you want to do about that. And the captain sort of turns around and looks at you. Looks at the fact that, one of you is soaking wet.
Captain, so sorry to bother you, but we were worried. There were 3 large splashes off this boat.
And he looks at the security guards with disdain. Says, you've come to speak to me because the boat made a splash.
No, because something was thrown off the boat, or someone was thrown off.
Did you see
We
this
were worried.
happening?
I saw 3 large body-sized splashes.
Did you call the police?
I don't have a phone. I went in the water to try to find them.
You don't have a phone.
Well, I was in the water. It's dead.
And you? And he looks at Frank.
Yes, it was very convincing that it was a body-sized splash, and she acted on instinct. I tried to stop her, but no, she just jumped in. She thought somebody fell overboard.
Sorry to contact the police or the lifeguard with someone falling overboard of a boat.
Well, she did not see anyone in the water when she got to the spot of the splashes.
So why are you bothering me now?
Well, we've heard about strange happenings here in Southampton. Would you know anything about that? Have you seen any strange things?
So, you're ghost hunters, you've heard some noises, and now you're paranoid. But boats make splashes. It's the way water works. If somebody threw in some beer bottles or a keg or something into the water, then I can't do anything about that. It happens. People throw stuff into the river. We don't encourage it, but it happens. People do that. And next time, if you think someone has been thrown overboard for absolutely no reason with absolutely no evidence, try calling the police or the lifeguards.
I'm sure you're right. I just acted without thinking.
Well, I don't care how you acted. Jump into cold rivers, then that's your prerogative. But, I assure you, no one has been thrown, and certainly not 3 people have been thrown off of my boat.
But nothing odd has happened on your ship?
No. Nothing as odd as this.
All right, thank you.
And he looks to the guy and he escorts you off the boat.
Before we leave, are you sure you do not have any spare clothing for my friend?
I'm pretty sure that I don't think that you want to invade people's private property, demand that you want to see their captain about ridiculous accusations, and then ask for free items because of your own stupidity.
Might I use the ladies?
Do so. And the security guard shows you to where the toilets are and then stands outside.
Okay, he's not going to give me a chance to sneak away, is he?
Probably not.
All right. Is there only one way out of the toilets?
Let's work.
Okay.
I still have my travel bag, and I say, Fawn, you can use my. I have some sweatpants. They might be a little bit too large, but it will be better than wet jeans any day.
Thank you. I'll accept the sweatpants and change in the truck.
Yeah, the security guard kind of looks at you and sort of says, "You didn't think of that earlier?"
Well, I would think they were too large, but I think we could make do.
I think large trousers are probably preferable to dying of hypothermia, to be honest with you.
I'm surprised she didn't get hypothermia waiting around 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm shivering.
Yeah. Now you have the resilience, so I'm not making you roll for it.
Okay.
But yes, if you dick about much longer, then you will. Like,
Okay. I'll put the sweatpants on.
but yeah. Yes, you're not happy. I mean, you are, very uncomfortable, and you're probably going to catch at least a cold, if not something worse. But you're not going to die.
Okay.
You put so you've got a dry t-shirt, you've got dry trousers. That is going to help. And toilets.
All right. I suppose we'll have to leave the ship.
Yep, so he walks you to the exit and sees you off.
I turn to Fawn and I say, well, that was no help.
No, but they're certainly unfriendly.
That's still very strange that there was nothing in the water. They were big splashes.
Yes, they were. Believe me, they were. I wonder if we can... Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that I was checking on the map of Southampton, and there is a National Oceanography Center close by. It's probably not open at this time of night, but we could check to see. Maybe they have some answers.
Can't hurt.
You can look it up online, or you can ask somebody. It won't be open time of night.
Okay. So,
Do you seriously not have a phone?
My phone would be
No,
wet.
your phone, if you didn't take it out of your trousers, would be wet. I appreciate that. But does Frank really not have a phone?
yes, he has a phone.
Okay, so he was bullshitting the captain. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah, you look it up online and it's not open. It won't be open until tomorrow.
Okay. Well, we won't be able to go to today or tonight. It is closed. It will not be open until tomorrow. But maybe they know some of the strange happenings going on. Maybe they could explain happenings.
Perhaps. It can't hurt to ask tomorrow.
But I think in the meantime, we need to find a place to get you warm.
Yeah, let's go back to the hostel.
Okay, so as you're leaving the boat and you're walking along, and Killian, you see them.
Oh. Why is that person wet?
Did you know each other? Were you connected to each other?
The only one I'm actually connected to is the Wolfman.
Yeah, I think you probably all met each other because that's kind of easier that way.
Oh, hey, it's the guy that saved
Well,
Wolfman.
Basically, you'll know sort of not Sebastian. You'll know Troy better than the others, but you'll still recognize each other if you saw each other. You know.
Yeah. I mean, he probably told me about that guy that saved him that one time and showed me a picture of him on like Facebook or something.
I think it was Fawn who saved me from...
Yeah.
Oh,
John.
is it Frank or John?
Yeah, Frank was actually going to try to harm him.
Oh wait, so it's that guy that tried to kill Wolfman. Okay.
With
But
the guy.
Fawn intervened.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll all the group, you'll all sort of recognize each other and know each other to a greater or lesser extent.
Do they currently see me? At all? Like, am I obvious with how I'm...
I think the way you've said you're dressed, you're probably pretty obvious.
Okay.
But they're not really paying attention at the moment. They're talking about other things.
Awesome. Well, completely leaving my casual demeanor and probably looking suspicious, I'm going to kind of like hide and try to trail them because that guy's probably up to no good.
Brilliant. Excellent.
Clearly, he doesn't like Frank.
Act under pressure.
Which thing do I roll for that?
Cool.
Awesome, I have a negative to that.
Yep.
Oh!
So uncool.
Oh,
Oh, that sucks.
Even though you're uncool, you manage it.
Okay, so you basically everybody else sees you like run behind this like fucking skip. The top of it, except these two because they're talking about other shit.
Like, I'm extremely obvious about it, but I just pull it off.
Yeah, like everybody else has noticed and been like, "What the hell is that weird guy doing?" And they're like, "I don't know." And then Fawn and Frank just don't notice because they're busy talking.
Oh,
I
well,
was really expecting to fail.
I know. So
It would have
everybody
been
else.
great if you failed.
That's the beauty of this game is sometimes you're really good at shit and it tanks, and sometimes you're like bad at stuff and it just works. Like it wasn't this game, but I once played a game of Hero Quest, not the role playing game, not the board game, and we were playing Velociraptors, like the actual dinosaurs, and we dressed up as an ice cream guy with an ice cream cart and rolled a critical versus a fumble and therefore pulled it off. So this group of humans saw 3 velociraptors in white coats and went good morning and walked past us as if nothing was wrong.
Pretty funny, actually.
The dice,
Beautiful.
man, the dice don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like, I played, have you ever heard of Cortex and Serenity?
I've heard of Cortex Plus, but not Serenity.
Well, it started out as basically a Firefly.
Oh
System.
yes, okay. I know
So,
that.
like,
I don't
I
know
was
the
playing-
system very well, but I know it.
I played a registered companion in a campaign of that, and he was not so great at combat, but he ended up having some of the most brutal and just kills on enemies just by sheer, dumb luck. Like,
It is, yeah. The dice just don't give a shit.
killed 2 people with a hovercraft when they failed their attempt to dodge out of the way. He was just trying to make them move. And later on, he kneed someone in the balls so hard he later died of internal bleeding.
Oh, lovely.
That is a way to go, isn't it?